This is Date Master checking in, and I'm getting to an interesting topic. And I want y'all to understand this. This is pretty much going to be the answer to all of your questions and misconceptions about female nature and just human nature in general. Emotions are only attached to lies. I'll say that again. Emotions are only attached to lies because whenever you get emotional to something, there's a conflict of the validity or the amount of truth you feel it will hold. Things that need no validation, no co-signment, things that stand alone and stand truthfully in fact in reality, those need they need no explanation. So you don't act emotional to those things. Now, the lies that you do get emotional to, let's look at those. You look at a woman's actions and behavior with you in a relationship, and she does something that you feel she isn't going to do because she's with you. She wouldn't do you like that, or they wouldn't do you like this, or et cetera, et cetera. However, the reason why if these actions were to occur, such as cheating, lying, sneaking, whatever you find her to be doing without your knowledge, you're gonna act emotional because you thought, which is pretty much you believed a lie. You believed a lie that she wouldn't violate you or cross you in a certain manner. So therefore, you're acting emotional about it because you knew better. You knew better. You look at, when when someone loses their house, it's very unfortunate. In a tornado, hurricane, it's a sad moment because it was a lie of thinking this could never happen to me. This could never happen to me. That's the lie that we tell ourselves, and we truly believe. So when things do happen, that's when the emotion comes out because we thought or believed a lie that this could never be me. So when you're dealing with anyone, especially in your relationships with women, you have to understand they're more emotional than you are. So they're going to have a fixation about lies or false realities. So again, this colorful language makes people accept or deny realities. It's all about what they say, how you say it. The more sugar you put on it, the further you're going to dilute the message. So these misconceptions where a woman would think a man who's kicking more testosterone than a raging bull will somehow tone their urge down, his instinct to be polyamorous and explore different women in his prime. You would expect him to not do that and only serve your purpose and your imperative, only until you get tired and bored of it, and then you would discard it and then do it again to the next guy. So this predatory dating or serial dating that a lot of us do or engage in is meaningless, and I would say it's more so meaningless, but we put too much stock in it for what we get out of it. Most of it is just casual. You just want some fun, whatever. You're not really looking to build. You're not looking to be committed to an objective of coming together. That's the fault line. That's the fault line where most relationships deter and go into the toilet because we haven't established a place where we want this to go. And we're working diligently to get to that place, whether it's everybody, involved in their credit to a certain limit. We can buy some land, whatever. Everybody is self-serving. People will be looking more to critique you than to offer assistance if you haven't noticed. Everything is this is critique culture. We have a problem and an opinion about everything someone says or believes that doesn't line up with what we say and believe. So we want to critique it. Some critique for understanding, others critique to degrade or belittle or condescend. So one must understand you're not to get emotional over anything, because to do so is to be caught up in a lie. You're caught up in a lie that whatever that isn't true or can happen or won't happen. That's pretty much the gist. So once you start dealing in the know, meaning you know how this works, you've seen it, it's been tested, how many relationships will it take for you to wake up and understand what happens in relationships when you go about it a certain way? When you're in beta male mindset, when you're not in abundance mindset, when you're not in prime grind mode, keeping your nose to the grindstone, taking them losses and keeping it going. Only the strong gonna survive. So you have to be emotionless on that journey. The concept of emotions and feelings and all of that is, again, this is for women. This is for women to partake in, because that's how they, you know, happiness just is rare for a woman just to want peace and happiness. She got to have that turmoil. And I did a video about that as well. Her turmoil is her peace. She has to get that emotional engagement. It's kind of like octaves on a music scale. She wants every, from the soprano all the way up to the all the way down to the bass. She wants to feel every feeling within her. But she wants to be safe in that experience, which is an oxymoron. So don't get caught up in the emotions. Understand it's pretty much going to lead you nowhere but to, stagnation. It'd be stagnant, trying to recoup, trying to recover from the emotional investment that you made into a lie, when you could have went another way and put that energy towards something else. She needs the lies to make her feel better about believing them. It's the craziest idea. But if you don't accept your own nature, you will pretty much you'll see a lot of confusion. You'll see a lot of violence, just a lot of dismay, because you're not acting in your natural state. You look at the country's current climate, just the world, there's so much going on because people are not in their natural state of being. You got to pick where you want to be in the pecking order. You want to be top of the food chain, or you want to be told what to do. Some people just want to be comfortable. You pick your own comfort level. But the feelings, once you get outside of that, your production will increase. You'll find more peace because you won't be worried. A lot of emotion is worry and it's feeling, and you can put that towards your purpose, something that you're building. You can feel a way about that because you control it 100%. If you don't control it 100%, then you don't really have any sovereignty over that. You would hope you would, but you don't. So keep your mind open. Keep looking for that next level of yourself. Keep in the trenches. Stay out of your feelings. Stop letting people trigger you, and people say something, the opinion, and it differs from what you believe or what you feel about yourself. Then that's insecurity. It means you have bought into a lie about yourself to make you feel good about it, versus addressing it and changing it 100%. You can change yourself. So you won't have to worry about walking on eggshells or looking for people to say something that's going to trigger you or trigger your response, because you have bought into a lie. But this is Date Master. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on social media at The Date Master. Email is datemasterinfo@gmail.com. Peace.